Hello there.
Hello there, my fellow Jedi. I am Jay, and we will be going over today Vader and Luke's thoughts as they were dueling on the second Death Star. So the timeline of this is the exact same as it is in the movies, which is 3 years after A New Hope and 1 year after Empire Strikes Back. And the material I will be going over today is from Return of the Jedi novel by James Kahn in 1983, which is the same year that the film came out. However, this book is Legends, since Disney took over and re-established everything in 2014. If you are new to the Star Wars fandom and have no idea what Legends means, it basically means it's like not part of the main story anymore. So you'll hear what is referred to as the main story as canon. Everything else would be considered legends. Where we are picking up in the story is as soon as Luke is force pulling his saber to him after Emperor Palpatine is telling him to strike him down. Slowly, Luke and Vader circled, lightsaber high above his head. Luke readied his attack from classic first position. The Dark Lord held a lateral stance and classic answer. Without announcement, Luke brought his blade straight down, then Vader moved to parry. Luke feinted to cut low. Vader counter-parried. Let the impact direct his sword toward Luke's throat, but Luke met the riposte and stepped back. The first blows, traded without injury, again they circled. Vader was impressed with Luke's speed, pleased even. It was a pity almost. He couldn't let the boy kill the Emperor yet. Luke wasn't ready for that emotionally. There was still a chance Luke would return to his friends if he destroyed the Emperor now. He needed more extensive tutelage. First training by both Vader and Palpatine before he would be ready to assume his place at Vader's right hand ruling the galaxy. So Vader had to shepherd the boy through periods like this, stop him from doing damage in the wrong places, or in the right places prematurely. Before Vader could gather his thoughts much further though, Luke attacked again, much more aggressively. He advanced in flurry of lunges, each met with the loud crack of Vader's phosphorescent saber. The Dark Lord repeated a step at every slash, swiveling once to bring his cutting beam up viciously. But Luke batted it away, pushing Vader back yet again. The Lord of the Sith momentarily lost his footing on the stairs and tumbled to his knees. Luke stood above him at the top of the staircase, heady with his own power. It was in his hands now. He knew it was. He could take Vader, take his blade, take his life, take his place at the Emperor's side. Yes, even that. Luke didn't bury the thought this time. He gloried in it. He engorged himself with its juices, felt its power tingle his cheeks, and made him feverish. This thought, with less so overpowering as to totally obliterate all other considerations. He had the power, the choice was his, and then another thought emerged, slowly compulsive as an ardent lover. He could destroy the Emperor too, destroy them both and rule the galaxy, avenge and conquer. It was a profound moment for Luke, dizzying, yet he did not swoon, nor did he recoil. He took one step forward. For the first time the thought entered Vader's consciousness, that his son might best him. He was astounded by the strength Luke had acquired since their last duel in the Cloud City, not to mention the boy's timing, which was honed to a thought's breath. This was an unexpected circumstance, unexpected and unwelcome. Vader felt humiliation crawling in on the tail of his first reaction, which was a surprise, and his second, which was fear. And then the edge of humiliation curled up to reveal bald anger, and now he wanted revenge. These things were mirrored, each facet, by the young Jedi who now towered above him. The Emperor, watching joyously, saw this and goaded Luke on to revel in his darkness. Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Yes, let the hate flow through you. Become one with it. Let it nourish you. Luke faltered a moment and then realized what was happening. He was suddenly confused again. What did he want? What should he do? His brief exultation, his microsecond of dark clarity, gone, now in a wash of indecision, veiled enigma, cold awakening from a passionate flirtation. He took a step back, lowered his sword, relaxed, and tried to drive the hatred from his being. In that instant, Vader attacked. He lunged halfway up the stairs, forcing Luke to reverse defensively. He bound the boy's blade with his own, but Luke disengaged and leaped to the safety of an overhead hanger. Vader jumped over the railing to the floor beneath the platform on which Luke stood. I will not fight you, father, Luke stated. You are unwise to lower your defenses, Vader warned. His anger was layered. Now he did not want to win if the boy was not battling to the fullest. But if winning meant he had to kill a boy who would fight, then he could do that too. Only he wanted Luke to be aware of those consequences. He wanted Luke to know this was no longer just a game. This was darkness. Luke heard something else, though. Your thoughts betray you, father. I feel the good in you. The conflict. You cannot bring yourself to kill me before, and you won't destroy me now. This is where we're going to end off with the story, because this is the turning point of where Luke starts to really embrace the light side, and Vader starts to kind of start turning in his thoughts more toward the light side. So one of the big things that I thought was interesting while reading this was that early on in the fight, Vader sensed how much power Luke had and that he could possibly take him down. And this really isn't anything new, like any news to us, because in Empire Strikes Back, Palpatine tells Vader that Luke would be a very powerful asset and that he has the Skywalker blood running through him. Personally, I don't believe that at this time period, Luke could have taken on Vader unless he was trained from an earlier age and actually had that power honed. Like Vader said that in the book that his power was unhoned. Now the book does mention that Vader thought that Luke was his match, which is the only issue that I have with it, because in canon this only takes place 1 year after their fight on Bespin, and Luke didn't have very much training from Yoda, maybe 2 to 3 months at most. And I say this because in the prequels we see that Anakin took 10 years of training to even become a Jedi Knight. And yes, 3 years after that he almost became a master, however, he fell to the dark side and had the skill of a master. Meanwhile, Luke has only had around 4 years of training completely. And don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that Luke isn't powerful at this point. I know that he is powerful at this point, however, I don't think he could have been a true match for Vader had Vader actually tried. As we see in Empire Strikes Back, as soon as Luke gets a tap on Vader's shoulder pad, that is exactly when Vader starts actually trying, and within the next 5 seconds, he takes off Luke's hand. These are just my thoughts as I'm reading the book, and I want to know what all you guys think about this, what all you have to say about this. Please leave a comment down below explaining that. And do you think that this should still be canon? If so, why? If you have made it this far and enjoyed what you have seen, please consider liking and subscribing, as this is the first video that is going up on this channel. I have a partner, however, he is not able to make videos at the moment because something is messed up inside of his PC, but once he gets that figured out, we will be making videos together, doing reviews, news, and Star Wars lore. But until then, I am your host, Jay, and I will see you in the next time. And may the Force be with you.